or sign it, say, well, Reza.
Peace FM.
Rip off the knob.
Adiachi. Na memoachi, moakwa badawase. Nyaminshira will say, who don't we do a feed in a 2-piece 104.3 FM. At this point in time, permit me to welcome and introduce the man of the moment with the song of the moment, the favorite of most people, the number one song in Ghana in GH at the moment, which I endorse and I confirm that is a masterpiece. And special dedications goes out to you, Nana Kubu. Yeah, it was here. You see, Ghana, 24 minutes past 11, and you wait, you see, a Dodwana or my favorite. And you way, and I pay me dedicated the mouth, Nana Kubu. Nana Kubu, baby, will be a Michiao. And you know, woman did one more awuda and ne, Yenya Bema, man Zaya. Ne hokafo ne din ede Sister Angela. Na yetaya friend of Mrs. Zaya. And from man Zaya to Angela, wishing you very, very happy birthday on the occasion of your birthday. And Unbreakable Stores ewo tudu. Dorothy Amaya Boating and ne wawoda Amaya. Dorothy Amaya Boating and ne wawoda. Omami Lady J, Sani a friend of Lady J of Unbreakable Stores. I will show happy birthday. Sasu Anna, Chief Superintendent Elom Bani Esquire of the Accra Regional Headquarters and Ne Eyawawoda Intino Chief Superintendent Elom Bani Esquire. Accra Regional Headquarters and Ne Eyawawoda, happy birthday to you. Me wa break akre bi ma me fa sema miensa enye abakwasemu bi. Very important part.
Peace FM.
And rip off the knob.
Peace 104.3 FM Sunye ene 5th July 2023. So it marks the 45th anniversary of the July 5, 1978 Palace coup. Sieka coup d'etat eno de aban bi eteso na ebimu ebefatuo ebebetu saa aban no. Na eka se Palace coup. Palace coup kire se aban bi teso. Ena aban ono ane nkrofo eye wamampeni no efiri so esi ba kope ewo Ghana ha na esi ye no mfinhia eduanan enum nie se omampeni bi eti akonwa so na wono ane nkrofo awoni omu ebu man no omo ebeyi na efiri akonwa no so. Yeah, on this day, July 5, 1978, Ghana's head of state was forced to resign after being in office for 6 years. And it came about after there was a palace coup. Nekopa hainese saada no na eye ukuada anapa. Adeachi. Ema yabo no watwi MP mu. Omampeni eti na bedroom otin in office. Prekope ena epon no bieye. Epon no bieye a Chief of Defense Staff, Sabre no na Lieutenant General Akufu, Army Commander, Major General Odate Wellington, and Navy Commander, Air Force Commander, ni mpenifo ni na wamu ebura omampeni office. As protocol demands no, obia ansaluti mampeni no hunu se eni asemu eni enyan na nipa wa ye wo kasamafo eye omo spokesman eye Odate Wellington. Odate Wellington etwen paper bi de to mampeni nanim se on signing. And mampeni kinkan ade e wo krata no so a ya tworo se I hereby resign as head of state and chairman of the Supreme Military Council. And mampeni ne se dabida men signing. And Odate Wellington say upe umpo sign ade no Sabre no mampeni ni hunu se wato efidie mu. He was trapped because there was nobody around to do anything to help him, not even his personal bodyguard. Sabre no na mampeni ono kasa ne bodyguard krapo no na oni ho. Nti oje ahome kese pa ade na eye mampeni ne ya ne se sampenifo no motwa ne ho ahia wɔ ne office no bobodin Akufu Odate Wellington ya Boachi Amedume Ako Utuka sankrofo ni nyina 1972 ono ene oso wo mo nsa na wo ma wo mo debre na wo ma wo mo promotion ena ene de mo mebetwa me ho ahia se mensan ne samampeni ne bo wo mu dio se den wo kan yi o sankrofo na wo mu twa ne ho hia saa da no a wo mo force ne se o mo on resign no bosumi duba ku echi pepepe Odate Wellington kra de wonya ne de entem 2 weeks later all of those players on the 5th July they were lined up at Teshi shooting range and they were executed by firing squad. Womo force mampeni manis resign ye no bosumi duba ku echi pepepe yes wo mu nyina line emetube hunu sa mampeni ne bo wo mu dio na wo odi bisa se intini ye force mampeni se won resign no eden ne bae onya de pen esi paper no so choro se wa resign or sign se wa resign no na peace go abi esi ho ye machi na de ko hyemu amod cars edi echire edin kan de ko brigade headquarters ewo Peshi yedine free Peshi on a 2-hour drive like a war drive yedine nam enkran kofa atimpoku de fa adomain bridge de kofa yi peki yedine ko share omofra ho say Amedufe guest house. The rest is history. It's exactly 11:30 media bakwesi BBC asema me kan te say sinibi te say Ghana movie 45 years ago and isi wa Ghana mampeni no sorry say wo call office as head of state by 9 o'clock na che say wa resign voluntarily from the army but media bakwesi no besi because ana pay me wonu ma bebreye.
And rip off the knob.
Ebushia duba kwa bo apem pepepe anape yedase se ye ho donti waje we fidie na dia to peace 104.3 FM sene ye taye no aboafo bi adaroma me no ba be che brief message bi na yedinkan yenda yaboafo ya se se medase a ye be sha se e free high sense Ghana wodofo wo bi nimu a wo bi ekire abrebia me ba na matumi bo ase na makire nnume mu akire wo se electricals wo hoi ne ton ehun ahomte pa Kofi se ba ne se me ton electricals na se home appliances a wo ba meso akire wo TV ana bibia me test ama wo ana wo bebia wo ho na me test ma wo no eye adwuma na wo de Kofi a wo de ba mentumi nje because me koto ya na me ton what me asem but yenya the first and only electronic company in Ghana edine the High Sense Ghana. High Sense ye wo ye showroom ye ton ye home appliances nya wo hie nyina ura High Sense showroom ye benye bia ma na yen kasa na ye produce enwema ye ton ntino edinkan ye nimse ne ye enwema no ena enwema na ye na ye nti yetumi hya wo bo se ade a ya ton ama wo no sa wo de Kofie afi ba ko echi mfie mienu echi kosi mfie enum your friend of 5 years manufacturer defect warranty sem from so no nya wa na wo se no na ade na ho atochema ye ma wo mfinhia enum wo de ba ye beje ne ama ofoforo ahya anan yen ya ne ye Inti ye foforo ne ye de hye wanan a ye mboka. Wote ase inti saa akwanya ne wo ho ma wo se anapei wonante se ye nti a wo tena ka mu abakrum ne se wo bepe home appliance abeto a akwanya we wo ho ma wo se wo beto wo high sense a ye betumi ama wo 5 years manufacturer defect warranty. High sense ye won krabata bebre shopping malls ni na wo ba junction mall, Achimota mall, West Hills Mall, Afe East Legon, ye wo ho, Accra Central, ye wo Opera Square, ye wo La Paz, Spintex, ye wo Bachona, ye wo North Industrial Area, ye wo Tema Community 25, Kasua, Kiseman, Broadcasting, Dansuman. Senyen kran ha, High Sense, ye wo Kumase, Takrade Takwa, Mankesimo Boase, Sunyane, Tichiman, Tamale Hoho, Kofurudia, Bebia, High Sense. Everyday prices for everyday people. Aboa for maka ho touch range of products a womo ede after wash aba afi White Stone Dental Clinic womo ene MTN din hwenim ewo East Legon afi Skakrabia Best Point Savings and Loans and afi insurance ejumekuo Best Assurance. Best Assurance, we say your protection is always assured. 25 to the top of the hour. Ebusuya, Edwardana na meka say, matro me latest book. A book be a matro ye edema emebunu. So we are between 15 to 40 years. Matro book be a book ne title a self confidence. A book no me free up pepamu me kenkan book no e de achero. The price of the book, it will cost you just 10 minutes of your time from Monday to Friday to listen to me. But book no Friday baby me de bedru bia no na me de si ho. Inti na pay the price you need to pay is just give me spare 10 minutes of your time and let me read out my book to you, okay? Self-confidence me to also feel baby endura ye wie wo no. Na me ka say anape ye beye authenticity test. You see, what gives you self-confidence is that you are unique and there is no one like you. I don't know how you perceive and see me, but Kofi, send me tea in ano. But we sorry at the Padama bottle. Then be senti me cry me who for so. Oh yeah. Obi et me do time be na waboto, but ade be more self-confidence. So what na se na wo hunu say. Obi amba wi asimu a otese wo. Ena obia nipa ye tia sisisi ye be 8 billion. Obia ni ho a otese wo. Yeah. Ade a obetumi aye no. Obia ni ho a obetumi aye ne tese ne awo wotie no. Eche se wo da soronko pa eno ema self-confidence. But the question is, do you still have what makes you like nobody else? There is nobody on this earth, before or even presently, who is as unique as you are. But the question is, do you still have what makes you like no one else? As in, are you still authentic or have you been altered? Say ye alteration ewo wo so a. What is say car ye de akọ Kumasi magazine, your friend Magai. Ye change steer no every left akọ right and every right akọ left. You see, no one knows your uniqueness, and ideally we were supposed to watch as you unfold. Obi ni wo bobre ene se nyankopon ye se oba hyiren aye se ayi nsoroma. Nso ye wo wa no na obi pese woye tese nia wono ope. The very moment, and Rameka said, the very moment you left your mother's womb, they began to find fault with you. Ye wo obi enim se na nyankopon bo wuti se beye unse etibi wo ho a uso a enyefe na obenya body na fe wo de cooling highs don't go there. Na fobo no oichwe aka nula akanyemo minka icho ba ma me shimi koni icho ada wase kokemba na body ni nka bukuli high oba na no ne wo numohami na kan ichwe keke oke nula okanyemo ichwe obi o wa ye wo no oye lefty Ye be for so no say ye fa left in didi, ye fa left in bobo. Ni ya na afie ni pakro no me, ni na chiriba ne me no. Oswa no na ball or tra ni sa left. Yeah, say how the pen crash ni sa left I want to mean churo. His destiny, not destiny even but the self-confidence has been altered. Yeah, alteration I want so. Yeah. Obi wo ha ye wo no oye nipa din. Ye wo akwala na wo ye din pe. E na wo meba no kra won kasa na say wo kasa too much so a ye say shut up. You have motor mouth. Ye kasa we have motor mouth. Na say wano no motor hye ho untumi nka wano ntum. Wo ye din ye say kasa. Wo ye kasa ye say onyankopon bo wano maako ene wasomienu na che say ti asem men kansem. No one likes you the way you arrived. There has been continuous effort to correct you. And I'm afraid it is possible your authenticity has been altered or rejected. That is what I fear about you. Nipa we pa no. Misuro se by this time, ya wo alteration. Nipa da senia force wa ma wa ye obi a wonye unique to say na wotie no. It is possible that what made you unlike anybody else was despised even by your parents. When someone is quiet, can I go a little bit deeper? When someone is a quiet person, it could be God intended that person to be a judge. And when someone talks too much, it could be God intended the person to be a lawyer. Wako court dem da. When we say judge no, ye be kasa bebre judge no anka hwe no wati wodin. Wo ba na oba no de bia wa ye din a, bia na Nyankopon pese woni a oba ye judge. Wo ba no kasa bebre men ka chesa kwala kasa bebre bia na woni a oba be ye lawyer. You see, it is important to recognize your own authenticity, your difference, and build your life around it. It's okay to admire someone's gift, but you have to spend quality time analyzing your own gift. My mother wanted me to be an accountant. Obi a yasha watari ye to school fees untumi me ma me nyame ya adomo me ma me to nsafre nyame to nsafre me ma me pe. I say Kofi me nim accounting no me pass ma o, but this is, you see, your difference is not in your IQ, your race, or your nationality. Your difference from other people is your God-given assignment. When we don't allow our loved ones to exhibit their uniqueness, they don't live with self-confidence. Obi to say Asamoah Gyan, footballer, he could have been successful in life, but he will not be walking around with the self-confidence that he has right now after so many years of a successful football career. Shobi to say Shatawale, Shobi to say Stone Boy, they could have been a normal Ghanaian young man, successful in either office, business, or whatever, but they wouldn't be walking around with the self-confidence that they have if they had been forced to be anything else. Their self-confidence would have been taken away. So utiemi na wawo woma na woma no opese later on in life they should walk around with self-confidence. Don't take their difference, what makes them unique, don't take it away from them. Obia or self-confidence, especially the Ghanaian youth, are the people that we appreciate their difference. Now, whilst I'm at this, man, go fast kakra. I will leave a lot of chapters in my book unread. There is one chapter I quickly want to touch on it this morning. That is, what strips you of your self-confidence. Endra meka bibi says self-confidence ne foundation ne fapimpa eye 1 John chapter 4 verse 4. Greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. And it progresses to Philippians chapter 4 verse 13 that says that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Christians are aware of the source of our self-confidence that is unmatched by any source. But the secret is that most of us have been stripped of our self-confidence. And I pay me pese me ne wo che ade a wo ya asentoma ya pa efri wo ho. A Christopher yen your source of confidence in that greater is he who is in us than he who is in the world. Yet some Christians have been stripped of our self-confidence. How come? I'll explain to you. The question is, what can strip you of your self-confidence? I told you real self-confidence is not about clothes and bank account. So when you lose your clothes or you have not put on those clothes, you still have your self-confidence, but guilt is what strips you of self-confidence. You see, shame is a horrifying thing. When a child is molested, you strip that child of their self-confidence for the rest of their lives. Yeah. And especially women, if you force yourself on a woman against her own will, you strip that woman of her self-confidence. That is why child molestation and rape is a terrible thing you do to another person. Local prisons in most parts of the world, they consider child molesters as the worst in prison. Local prisoner, yawo bone ahoro adi nipa baye, drug dealers, ewudifo, murderers, but then child molesters are the lowest of the low among prisoners. Omunya kra omekum nipa no. Obi wo se me kobo obi tuo dem gi ni sika. Obi wo se me yese wo ye den a me kosese akwala. Omunya wo mbekum wo prison ho. Yeah. When you molest a child, when you force yourself on a woman, you strip them of their self-confidence. And you see, that is someone stripping you of your self-confidence. But what about you yourself inflicting or stripping yourself of your self-confidence? You see, when you sin, guilt can strip you of your self-confidence. So oya bonia, uti ebe bua ufo, ebema self-confidence awo wano, ebe free wo. Any sense of shame will strip you of self-confidence. That is why you can't even permit wrong thoughts to stay in your mind. Hebrews 4:16 says, "Let us come boldly to his throne of grace to obtain mercy." What hinders Christians from coming boldly to the throne of grace? The scripture says, let's approach God's throne of grace with confidence. But sin strips us of this confidence. When David was pure, the roaring of Goliath unleashed the warrior in him. But after he fell into sin with Bathsheba, he permitted a man to curse him, stone him, saying, "Maybe I deserve it." Ebre aso, but my more this picture that here. Goliath, any Shimei, eye emrantie mienu bi a omo eba David abrabom. Goliath na was a giant. The whole army of Israel is runu. But David esan se na entoma aye self-confidence efra nunti. He was pure, knowing greater is he who is in me than who he is in the world. Inti abra Goliath obobo muti se sebono. David fa ebo na wode bo Goliath ekunu. Nso echire David beto obone mu no enam Bathsheba so no. Ne self-confidence no efri ne ho. Ema akoa bi a wod ne din ade Shimei. Obo ne dua ebro ne emo. Abra wo bro David emo no kra nenye so de obi ni ho betumi aboa David o. Even David ne army commander. 2 Samuel 16:7 says, "He threw stones at David, and all the servants of the king though the troops and all the mighty men were on David's right hand and left hand. When Abishai, the commander of his army, said, "Let me take off his head," David said, "Leave him. Maybe I desire it." With self-confidence, David killed Goliath with a stone. But when he stripped himself of self-confidence through sinning with Bathsheba, David was stoned, and he even permitted it. You see, sin and guilt strips powerful men of their self-confidence. Mekai Kumasi Patasi, police commander pa et baby. Police for who's a police commander nyo no kwa nenam police for edin around. Oba besie gu commander ni mu ase. Commander ni tupo entumi ama order say mo arrest oba ni awoye. Oba ni gu na ni mu ase wiye no kache police for the say mo commander no higher radio so mentumi nka oye ni nsa sei. No say mo commander no ne nneoma nyina gu mensem. Guilt will strip you of all your self-confidence. Into no beware. Me ni me numunyamo asisi a Yankopon de ama wo. Hweso ye esanse bone ebetumi ama wo self-confidence no nyina. Beware. Don't be stripped of your self-confidence. You see, Adam hid himself from God, and so are many Christians these days. Yes, we know the scripture, 1 John 4:4. Greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. But if you have sinned, you know that the one who is in you is not great. Thank you so much for listening to my message this morning.
Peace FM, station with a vision. 104.3. Peace FM, Peace FM. 104.3. Peace FM.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM.
and rip off the knob.
Peace 104.3 FM. So nebusuya ya da say ye ho donti we fidie na da so da Peace 104.3 FM. Aka sema enkron na premato. Misre we ni die mu anse sema sisi an wotwe aka da ye nemu fa waso fen me kakra bi na me fa me commercials na down na fe me ma me muso ne fa na pa wie kasa boy mbeso mu me sha ase a me de wo ko entare papa fie ebusuya business koso pa o na yemfa nkamo ningina ene se yetintim adwuma kese bi pa won kran ha yedi mfidi akese a yede pam nneoma ebegum na sisi ya ne yankasa ye pam already made ewo Ghana ha already made a ye pam no enye jeans ena enye t-shirt ena enye office shirt na mmom ne ye Ghana fo ye sha eda ye ho fata yen eye kaftan brand name no ede Perfect Man Kaftan. Se kane no yen nyina ne musa ope kaftan a sha oka kopel material no wape wetela bi amana pamo ama sisi ya no se wo nante akope material se wo kope wo bi a onfeli wa obepam no bra wo hia no sisi ya no pamo no otwa no obetumi akoto Perfect Man Kaftan wo sha eda wo ho pepepepepepepe na we na sisi ya na Ghana fo eni gi hunti no St. Philip's Enterprise ese yepe etufo enemu edidwa ene se yepe obi a wo ba me se Perfect Man Kaftan no me tu edu enum Oha mienu ene echire Mfa so nti ne edidwa nti no St Phillips ya hyehye se so obeba me edidwa etufo abo a yede perfect man kaftan ne bema wo no ha ye kwan ho but man kan no ha so a wonti emu ode etufo abo a yede bema wo no ba ku bia obetumi de 150 Ghana wadi atoso ana bia opa latafo adwa ntentem a ba ku bia kwata krapo no obetumi de 100 Ghana atoso obibisa se Kofi na me de 100 Ghana atoso ane bo onye den da bi eye tufo abo ne de ma 100 Ghana no kura wo de toso a wo ton ma obi a wo da ne wo ho a nipa ne bedwene se wo kura jama wo nim dwom ana wo beboka still no ne bo ofu nti e ma ade ne ton no enye den kura nti wo bepese wo beba me yedidwa fa wani kire St Phillips na so ye ne wo circle dodo e wo nkran ha o ana wo pa obetumi afra yen say business nko ade a fra yen was 0244 147 212 number nibium 0244 147 212 and I say 0244 440 641. St. Phillips Enterprise, the home of quality clothing. Afei on say obia ade to neni anase wo ye program bi a adofo ya na ye to bibi e de koboa wo mu ebi wo ho a obi ye program a otumi to nsuo de koboa no otumi to minerals etumi de koboa no sisi ya na ne abaso ne se obi ye ne program kanka bia obi enye yie na ope bibi ato e de kwa koboa no a nka mekanfo Cleanel Universal Antimicrobial Hand Wipes. Unze Ghana inhyiemu bia asori inhyiemu bia nkanka eyi ase okọ eyi ase wo se mekochia ewe eyi ase Ghana fo ye hia ye chiechia yensem COVID baa na sen krapo no de ye bra ye se me ye chiechia yensem sanse wokochia obi nsam yi se wona wo gio se wona wo de manuo yentumi hunu na Cleanel Universal Antimicrobial Wipes no UK's #1 antimicrobial wipes. Any chere se obi e de pepa ne nsa ho keke a. Say ye germs, say ye virus, say ye bacteria, bibia wo nipa ne ho ne nsa ho bia no, o de pepa ne nsa ho a na apepa ekum saa enwom ne nyina. Nti obi ye oso ne wo de bre no ne se wo de Cleanel Universal Antimicrobial Wipes. Brofudin no eso. But a tissue keke. Ne bo onye din. Imagine say wo to tissue paper e de akwakoche obi a wenye yie. E ya hia ne bo onye din. Nso be so nipa nani. Upe bi so dodo sa de akwakosom wa hoho a me patro frɛ Waitis edwumakuo no. E wo 0302 986407 Missisubium twere na tobi kɔboa obi a wo ye yie why 0302 986407 and I say 050 778 7373. Emra ma ho kwan sa na womo a bosumi esi bosumi betwe mu womo aketua womo nya ho emmohum no ye de tudwa sisi ya pa ebusuafo beda ne womo ka but nipa dodo na Ecobank double salary promotion no nipa dodo na enya womo aketua no times 2 bosumi we ya yesimu bosumi ne ba wie ya promotion ne eda so wo ho intisanye bia wontumi anya fast amfa wo wo bosumi aketua na amfa Ecobank akwenya da so ewo ho de mawo ene wo adwumayefo anase wo accountant ne nkasa se opese waketua no efa Ecobank esanse you want to be part of Ecobank double salary promotion na ekoso no mapadi look sharp Ecobank the Pan-African Bank. Okay, ankwa no ma fans for no by popular request eno na me de bepon edin kan eye Nana Kobo ene mo a mo se nansem mbo ankwa no ma no te no ebusu nyame ya adom ya wo